going on, everybody? TJ and Dustin here with Daily Grind Fantasy Sports. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Monday so far. We got a dedicated Underdog fantasy stream for you guys today. We got 2 NFL games on tap for tonight. Dustin, how are you? Did you have a good weekend? Talk to me, buddy.
Certainly had a great weekend. Was at the UCF game.
Wow.
I'm always popping around during college.
Big Dog's just traveling left and right, just getting his fix of college football.
Oh, love it. Yep, this week at Clemson. That'll be fun. But no, NFL yesterday did awesome. Correlation tool kicked ass. Everything was great yesterday. Went up units. That's all I care about. And TJ, how about you?
That's all that matters. Yeah. I had a really good time. Good weekend. Correlation tool absolutely kicked ass. Yesterday, we had so many 4 of 5 and 5 of 6 alsos on uninsured slips that were so close to hitting that would have just we had an extremely profitable day yesterday if you are a correlation tool user. And if you did take every single slip, you know how close we were to having an absolutely nuclear day. There were 2 slips specifically, Dustin, on Underdog that lost because of injuries. I'm not going to say because of injuries, but Montgomery obviously left that game there for the Lions. We needed his over 12 or 11.5 receiving yards in one of our 5-leg uninsured slips in a Seattle-Detroit stack. He finished with 7. That was the only leg that lost. And then the other one was Anthony Richardson over passing yards. Obviously left that game early with a concussion. Went 4 for 5 with just him not hitting his over passing yards. So
he played just the first quarter too.
Yeah.
56.
Yep. So I mean, 56 yards. Yeah. Who knows what actually would have happened if he stayed in the game? But going 4 for 5 on both of those slips when you uninsure and both of those guys left the game because they sustained injuries is always a tough pill to swallow. But hey, it is what it is. And then over on ParlayPlay, I mean, I had 4 slips, 3 because the San Francisco game they ended up punting. 3 slips go 5 for 6. 1 missed by 3 yards for a receiver. Jimmy G and Burrow missed by like a combined 60 yards total. So could have been a nuclear day. We did have a fucking fantastic day, though. I feel like I wasn't like gonna swear, and then I was like, I can swear, it's fine. But yeah, correlation tool was great, guys. We're definitely gonna look to be giving you guys one play off the correlation tool later today for one of these games tonight. We have the Browns and we have the Steelers, obviously, and then we have the Saints and the Panthers. I love the doubleheader Monday night games. Makes me feel like, it's Sunday afternoon around 4 o'clock during that later window. That's the kind of vibe I get. But yeah, love that we have 2 games tonight. Yeah, Dustin, outside of that, really profitable day for me. I know you did as well. And I know a lot of DGF members had some profitable days. So guys, if you want to go get signed up with DGF, you can go to our website right now, dgfantasy.com. If you want to sign up for a fantasy bundle subscription, you can go ahead and do that. Receive a 7-day free trial when checking out. Also, if you just want to bypass that, or if you want to sign up for an annual subscription with DGF, you can use code STREAM to save 25% off when checking out. And also, if you want to jump on board with the correlation tool, you guys can go over to pricing and find a correlation tool subscription and get signed up. All of our plays are publicly tracked. So we have a correlation performance tracker directly on our correlation tool screen. So everything publicly tracked for you guys. You can see how many units we've been up since we came out with this tool on August 18th. But yeah, a lot of big success yesterday. Hoping for some more tonight. NFL's treated us well so far through the first 2 weeks.
Very well.
Dustin, we still have 2 more games to go. Also, guys, 54 of you in here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Only 7 likes. If you guys could please go ahead, if you're signed into a YouTube account, if you guys could go ahead and hit that like button. Greatly appreciate it. Also, if this is your first time stumbling upon the channel, welcome. Go ahead, smash that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so whenever we do go live or post content, you get notified first. But yeah, Dustin.
TJ, that was amazing work by you right there. You just went off. I was waiting for you to get one more place. You missed one thing. You talked about the correlation tool, but you didn't tease a little bit of something coming up.
Oh, college football. Yeah, we got college football coming.
We tweeted it out, but just in case they're coming across. College football correlation's coming to the tool this week.
My mind is on NFL. Yeah, we got college football dropping on the correlation tool coming at some point this week. I know the day I think in which it's coming and the time, but I'm not going to say it. But yeah, should be here this week for this weekend. So just more to add to our arsenal, right? Soccer, NFL, college football, get some other things in the works, obviously, that we will get added. But yeah, CFB coming soon, coming this week at some point, so be ready for that. So, thank you, Dustin.
Yeah, of course. I'm a college football scumbag and had to make sure the people knew about that.
My man loves CFB. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, man. Hey, CFB is electric.
You like League of Legends and I like real sports, so that's what it is. All right.
Okay. Jordan
Montgomery here on the Optimizer, guys. We're going to start building out a slip. Remember, this is going to be a UD-focused stream, so we are going to be building out on UD. If you guys don't have UD or Underdog, also known as, download it with code DGF. You'll get 100% deposit match up to $100. Jordan Montgomery is a really, really good play. If DraftKings and Caesars were to have a fantasy score market, where we're taking even lines for every prop or projection that make up pitcher fantasy score here on UD, they would have this projected about 4.1 fantasy score different as opposed to what Underdog has it at. So it looks like Underdog is too aggressive with this line of 28.5. We're going to hit the under of Jordan Montgomery fantasy score as our first play.
Love this. Good job explaining this, Dustin. I actually want to click on the hyperlink next to Jordan Montgomery's name to bring up the fantasy score screen real quick. Yeah. 4.1 difference between what the sportsbooks would actually have this at compared to Underdog. So let's build, Dustin. I'm going to shut up because I know every single time I talk, we miss slips and we miss plays. So why don't you keep going? Do we have anything? Now, excuse me if I don't. Oh, they bumped it.
No, they didn't. Did they?
Yeah. They just bumped it.
I literally just added it to the slip. Didn't even realize that it bumped. Yeah, it did bump down too. But you see how that works.
Son of a bitch.
Look, we had plenty of time, TJ. We sat here.
It was up for...
We BS'd and such. Unfortunately, we missed it. I was going to say, too, you were probably going to say, we were going to look for a little bit of correlation if we could, right? If we had any overs on the Boston Red Sox, which we didn't. We actually had a Rafael Devers under, which I have played. But we can go ahead and see where else we can start. I have not played Jose Ramirez under 10 fantasy score. Once again,
awesome.
Same type of what am I getting at? Same type of scenario here with the fantasy score, and we only have DraftKings to go off of this time, so Caesars isn't backing us up. So still off by 1.6 hitter fantasy score here on Underdog as opposed to DraftKings. So I feel comfortable still playing that, of course. TJ, we're gonna start out with Jose Ramirez.
Let's start. Jose Ramirez under 10 fantasy score to start the slip. Again, direct comparison to DraftKings. That would have this set to an 8.4. We're getting a 1.6 difference over on UD. We're going to be taking that under. Outside of that, you said you use Rafael Devers, correct?
I personally have, yes.
Okay. Now, hold on. I have a piece of hair in my mouth, so I'm going to turn around and try and get it.
Oh my God.
I don't think I got it, honestly. Was that gross? Dude, you have a one you have a kid.
It was just weird. Don't go off screen, buddy. What are you doing? Somebody clip that guy. What is he doing?
I'm trying to get the hair out of my mouth. I don't know. It's weird. What do you do when you have hair in your mouth? Do you not try to get it out?
You're trying to make yourself throw up.
I look like I was trying. It's all the way in the back.
That's weird.
You know what it is? You know what it is, actually? I flossed before this. I think it's a piece of floss. You know how, like, the floss, splits when you actually use, like, the old school floss?
Yeah, drink
some water. No shits to know. No shits to know.
Just swallow it, buddy.
The fuck kind of advice is that, dude? Lick your arm, said Ed. Okay, you guys are just off the rails.
Lick your arm? Does that do something?
All right, so, yeah, I don't know. I think that's like a fetish thing. I'm not doing that for you, Ed. So if we look here, right, so you already played Devers. Now,
I could care less. Let's build it out for the stream.
Well, I'm thinking for Miguel Garcia, we have his over fantasy score. Now, there's no real correlation, right, for hitter fantasy scores. I mean, if we're taking both unders, if they're on the same team, it makes sense. But do we want to keep it in game so that we can have two hitters from the same game and at least we can track that way? Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
Do you get the Royals play the Guardians, right?
No.
So if we're taking
yes.
So if we're taking Garcia, then that means we have two players from the same game. And I mean, we're not taking an over and an under from the same team, but we're taking an over and an under from the same game.
Yeah, let's go KC, is what you're saying.
Correct. Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Let's go. All
right. Fucking shambles. Yeah, so we can take the over there. That scared Chips too. We can take the over of Mikel Garcia, and then right under that, Dustin, we have everybody's favorite Julio Rodriguez.
Oh, the man, the
Under
myth.
10 fantasy score. I know Dustin's not going to play it because Dustin doesn't like to play superstars, but here we go.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
do we have any actually, CJ Abrams? Do we have anything that we can add in here?
No, I was looking not on here. We could go elsewhere to see what.
Now, hold on,
got.
timeout. Hold on, timeout. So, we can actually, and I kind of like this a little bit more. Now, we have all even props, but there's a Nelson Velasquez under 2 HRR, also for the Royals, currently set to 1.5 on 3 books. Light juice. Not heavy juice, but juice on the over of 1.5, but we're getting it at 2. It's at 54.4%. Now we're building out a 3-man uninsured slip over on Underdog. We're looking for roughly 55% fair odds percent. So that's our break-even win rate, and that's what we need to remain profitable in the long run over on UD. So Dustin, if we have a play at 56.3% with Jose Ramirez and then Garcia at 56.1%, we can go ahead and correlate that and take Nelson. Wait, just kidding. We're taking the over of
I was gonna.
Why didn't you just cut? Why'd you let me keep going?
I didn't know where you were going for sure. I was. You got there and then you figured it out yourself. Okay, I was letting you try to cook and
workshop it on my own.
You burnt toast. Okay, I don't know what that was, but yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, anyways, let's just enter in the slip that we have right here. Jose Ramirez, 10 fantasy points on the under. Mikel Garcia over 7 fantasy points, and Julio Rodriguez under 10 fantasy points. Going up against Oakland, still can get the job done there, Mr. Julio.
There's a slip. I just put it in the chat for anybody that wants to tail.
TJ today, just being a wagon for the squad.
I'm really trying to get this thing out of my mouth. It's floss. I'd put my fingers down my throat again, but you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, what are you doing?" Then Ed's gonna be like, "Oh, lick your arm," and I don't want to do that.
It's not floss. It's not floss.
It's 1,000% floss.
It's definitely Chip's hair.
It's not hair. It's floss. I swear. I literally flossed right before I called
the wrong chips.
I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to say about my dog.
I'm saying that you got your dog's hair in your mouth.
Okay. All right. Let's see what else we have. Let's try and build out one more slip. Bryce Young under 13.75 fantasy score. Do we have anything that we can correlate with that?
Let's go ahead and look at the old. Yes, we do. No, we don't. Hang on.
No, you look at Chuba Hubbard.
Earlier we had Adam Thielen under 3 receptions. That was a good play.
Yeah, that got bumped, right?
Yeah, it's not here on UD. But okay. I mean, I'm scrolling through the middling tool a little bit here, TJ. See if we can find something where Underdog is off in comparison to the market. I found one. Fliff and Hot Streak both have Von Bell's player tackles plus assist at 4.5. Okay. We got Von Bell at 4. So a lot of even props here on UD as of late.
Yeah.
Love the fact that we're still getting the options though. And that 0.5 does make a difference when it's all said and done. I wouldn't mind throwing in Von Bell over 4. We have a pretty solid Freck and CSGO for Corinthians Esports.
Okay.
Over 17 map 1 and 2 player headshots, 18 on PrizePicks, 19.5 on Hot Streak. Pretty solid middling opportunity with Hot Streak and UD here. Could go there. That could even be an entire slip, I believe, if you have one more from the actual optimizer over there.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have CJ Abrams on here, over 7 fantasy score. We also have that Bryce Young play I talked about. That Jalen Warren play is on the middling tool right now. It's also on the opto, pulling just around 54.8%, over 7 rush attempts. Currently set to 7.5 across all the sports books. Slight juice on the over there on FanDuel. Other books have slight juice on the under 7.5. And if we take a look at it on the middling tool, it looks like it is set to 7, whereas, where was it? Hot Streak and Fliff both have it set to 7.5. Dustin, there is one play I do want to talk about on the middling tool. And
Go
I
for
kind
it.
of want to run through my thought process as to why I still wouldn't mind taking this, even though there's a couple lines that are a direct match. So Joe Ryan under 6.5 strikeouts right now over on UD. If you scroll down, it currently shows a 57.52%. Do you see it?
Yep, I have it up here.
Awesome. So it's pulling at 6.5, right? We have PrizePicks and Boom Fantasy that have this set to 6. We also have JockMarket, ParlayPlay, and Vivid Picks that also have it set to 6. The two books that have it set to 6.5 are two of the dynamic payout type books, right? Or one being a sports book. Sports
Yeah.
book is DFS being Fliff. Fliff has the over of 6.5 at -110. Hot Streak has the over at +111. So juice on the under. Now, if we're gonna be taking this under on UD, we're getting it at -122 odds in our 3-man uninsured slip, which is the best offering here between all of these DFS apps, right? So if we were to take the under on Hot Streak, it'd be like -140. And if we're taking the under on Fliff, it's probably right around -115, -120. So the best bang for our buck, if we are playing the under, would be on Underdog. So again, we have a majority of the DFS apps that have it set to 6. There's 5 of them. The only 2 that currently have it 6.5 don't have as good of a offering in terms of payout as we would get on Underdog. So if we want to throw in that Joe Ryan under 6.5, I can make a case for it.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm in for that. Scratch everything I was saying about Von Bell and that CS:GO play. Just scratch everything I said about that. Just we're restarting right here with Joe Ryan under 6.5 strikeouts.
Also, Mikhail Garcia, the over 7 fantasy points that we took just got bumped. Are removed for now. See what it gets bumped to.
Okay.
Probably 7.5, maybe 8. Oh, some good value there. All right, but yeah, let's start off with Joe Ryan.
I think this Bryce Young play is getting even better. But yeah, I want to start off with Joe Ryan, and then how do you feel about throwing in this CJ Abrams over 7?
Yeah. So, look, I want to stick to NFL guys, and I'm sure a lot of you in here do as well. But I'm going to take the value where it is.
Yeah, that's how everybody should be thinking.
So Joe Ryan under 6.5. What was that other one? It was Abrams, you said?
Right.
Abrams over 7 fantasy score?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, beauty. All right, we need one more.
We need one more. We can scroll this middling tool again if we want, or we can. If you want NFL, we can get you some NFL. Still be plus EV if we add
NFL here. We got NFL
Bryce Young,
here.
Under or Jalen Warren over. We have there under fantasy score for Bryce Young, over rush attempts for Jalen Warren, set to 7.5 on sportsbooks. Get it at 7 here on UD, -122 on FanDuel. A couple of them, maybe some slight juice on the under of 7.5. 0.5 discrepancy, obviously, 54.75% odds to hit. Or we can look for something else.
Now, I already played Jalen Warren over 7 rush attempts. It was a little bit higher. It was right around like 55.1 early. It looks like the odds are fluctuating slightly. Still a pretty decent play if you can get it, or if you can get some other plays above that 55% for odds to hit. So I would opt to play Bryce Young under 13.75 fantasy points personally.
Yeah, I want
just so I don't have any overexposing.
Yep, I want to do that as well because of the exact same scenario. I was going to eat one for the team if they wanted to play that NFL play, but I'd much rather do this myself. So,
beauty.
Joe Ryan under 6.5 strikeouts, CJ Abrams over 7 fantasy points, Bryce Young under 13.75 fantasy points.
Beauty. I will put that in the chat for anybody that wants to tail. There you go. You go ahead and click on that bad boy, and there we go. We got 2 slips built out on Underdog. We got some NFL. We got your NFL fix right there with that Bryce Young under 13.75 fantasy score.
Not bad.
And that Joe Ryan play again. We just took that directly off the middling tool. So solid play there. Some good value.
I like your thought process there.
Yeah.
There's some plays here in WNBA on the middling tool. Nothing with crazy amount of book backing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I did see, where was it? Sabrina Ionescu.
Oh.
Is that good?
No, it's not right, but the way I describe it isn't. Yeah, no, it's. I think it is Ionescu. Amanda's calling me. She knows I'm streaming.
GG.
Yeah, I gotta.
Get the old mic.
All right. No, it's good. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. Anyway, she is listed here on Underdog at 19 points.
No, she's not. She's calling me right now. Oh, you're talking about Iniescu. My bad. Okay.
Yeah. Amanda Iniescu here is listed at 19 points on UD, 17.5 on Fliff, I believe that is, and 18.5 on ParlayPlay. So, it's like, where do you want to play that at? Play it
Dustin.
at night. What, am I here?
Turn your volume up. You're pretty quiet. Or put the mic close to your face or something.
No way. I've not changed anything about my setup.
PG said can barely hear Dustin. And then I crossed. I checked it. You're pretty quiet.
Damn, I could have hit you with the Maze is right. I could have hit you with the Amanda's calling me.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been so sweet, dude.
All right. Anyways,
nice, Maze.
Sabrina.
Nice, Maze.
A little too high here on Underdog, possibly. Set at 19. Other books 18.5, 17.5. Willing to play it myself here on UD if you are, TJ. I know we are
let's do it.
Trying to find some plays. It's one I'm willing to play. Ryan Howard, not sure how it's pronounced.
Real quick, I just want to cut you off. The Joe Ryan under 6.5 strikeouts. Like I said the over was plus 110. The under was minus 135. We were getting a minus 110. We're going to get a better bang for our buck on UD, which wouldn't have been the case if we could have got it minus 110 on Fliff. It was minus 135. My internal math in my head was not correct. But yeah, so we got the best bang for our buck playing that on Underdog. But Dustin, continue. Just want to throw that out there.
No, I feel like I should just stop.
Curtis said that Iniescu got bumped. Is that true?
Maybe.
Is she gone?
I don't think so. Does Curtis know we are talking about Underdog?
That I don't know. Let me try to pull it up.
Nope, she's still at 19. So still at 19.
All right, so keep going.
I'm willing to go there. I just hit a refresh. Oh, wait a second. No, come on. So we have Vandersloot over
I don't know what's
assist.
happening.
We have Vandersloot over assist, but that would be a little negatively correlated. We could play both in separate slips if we wanted to, but it wouldn't be smart to play them together. Vandersloot's actually the higher one, but we're comparing to 3 books. We're comparing 3 books as opposed to 2 for Iniescu. So you make the choice. Which one do you want to build out with?
I make the choice. Why you?
Because I need help.
Dustin needs Daddy to hold his hand. Okay. I don't see Vandersloot.
Did I refresh and yeah? No,
is this on the middling tool that you're talking about? Her
59%, 7.5 on Hot Streak, 7 on.
Oh, it's way up here, huh?
Underdog 59, yeah. So I'm
well. Then we would have to play 2 slips right here. I would probably say we take that Vandersloot play.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I think that's our better bang right there.
Let's do Vandersloot over 7 assists. Direct comparison to Hot Streak that has it set to 7.5. Obviously, the more book support, the better, guys. Still seems to be 0.5 off. We're gonna play that, and then looking for some more here using the middling tool. I'm gonna refresh the optimizer as we're looking. See what else. Make sure we're not missing anything popping up.
Good value on Hot Streak, guys. For anybody that's out there right now, that Bryce Young under pass attempts looks really, really good. Set to 28.5 on UD and JockMKT. Hot Streak has this set to 30.5 with barely any juice on the under, minus 121 line. So that's a really good play. But yeah, let's see what else we have. UD Underdog.
Direct comparison again to Hot Streak. Ryan Howard set to 5.5 on Hot Streak. Something we could add into a slip. I don't know. It's getting slim pickings. Not really seeing too much else. We could come maybe down a little bit below this 55% on the actual optimizer, TJ. If there's a play that's sticking out for you. I'd be willing to go ahead and add Howard into this slip, though.
Well, I'm trying to think. Did anybody in here use Jose Ramirez outside of Dustin? Dustin, did you post a slip on Twitter or anything, or build a slip out on your stream earlier with Jose Ramirez?
I thought we just built one out with it.
Excuse me, Devers.
Devers was either on stream or it was in the Discord. One of those two.
Got it. Okay. Because that's a really good play.
No,
That
it definitely was not on Discord.
so
Let's
you
build out with it if we want.
yeah. I mean, I think we add in that Devers under fantasy score,
Okay.
56.1%.
Hold
I don't know where you played it, but it's something that we haven't built out on stream right here. So I think that's a really good play for people if they haven't played it. Right now, comparing to DraftKings, that would have this set to 6.5. They did have a fantasy score market for MLB hitters. And again, we're getting this at 8 over on UD, so that's a really good play. So guys, if you did play this, if you've tailed Dustin on it at some point, you can go ahead and skip over the slip. But if you haven't, really good leg to add in with our Vandersloot over 7 assists. It's going to be Devers under 8 fantasy score. Dustin, we need one more here. I'd preferably like to get something that doesn't have
potential.
yeah, because we're seeing a lot of that right now,
Well,
which obviously isn't what we love.
We're
But
Dwight Howard then.
yeah, I don't think we want to have something with push potential here. Let's see. Anything. Jalen Warren, no, we already played that. JP Sears,
More push potential.
no. All even props on Underdog. At Joe Ryan play, we already played. Deshaun Watson, no. Looks like Hot Streak is off.
No, unfortunately not.
Okay, do we have any correlation that we can add into this slip? Do we have anything where
Sounds like we're pulling hairs.
Liberty over on points or any other Red Sox under fantasy scores or hitter props or anything like that? Because then at least if we have some correlation, I can make a case for the slip. Let's see. Liberty over points. No, Jonquil Jones is pretty low. Yeah, it's really low.
Yeah, there's nothing any other hitters for the Red Sox or anything like that. Might have to chalk that slip.
I mean, that Justin Turner under singles isn't the worst. 53.6. I just want to see what that overall average is. Because, I mean, we are correlating that, right? If we have the under fantasy score of Devers. Yeah, we don't have to. We definitely don't have to force a slip. Yeah. I don't want to make people force a slip, and I know you're a bitch, so we can just hold off.
That was so uncalled for. What the fuck was
Guys,
that?
if you have any questions, go ahead, throw them in the chat. Watson over rushing, said Trill Fate. I don't even think that's up here on the opto right now. That's pulling at a high percentage.
All right.
What?
I just think that was uncalled for. I just got a straight for no reason.
Oh, I just hit you with a quick bow. That was a people's elbow. That's what I like to call it.
It's all good.
It's a people's elbow. Sorry, I got this hair in my mouth. It's really throwing me off. It's really throwing me off. Like, you have no idea. It's just been stuck back there.
You gotta hit one of these little.
No, it's not. It's in between my teeth. It's not in my throat.
Oh.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Maybe run to the bathroom mirror real quick.
And do what?
Get it out.
I'm combing it with my tongue right now.
That's just
trying to get it out. Where'd the hair come from? It's floss. It's floss.
Mm-hmm.
It's floss from when I flossed. I legitimately flossed right before this. All right. Dustin, outside of that, guys, if you have any questions specifically about Underdog, you guys can go ahead and throw them in the chat. The reason we play those 3-man uninsured slips over on UD, like I mentioned, if you play those on PrizePicks, you only get a 5 times return, right? So if you play them over on Underdog, you get a way better bang for your buck. You get a 6 times return. We're looking for minus 122 odds in order to remain profitable there, which equates to roughly 55% fair odds percent for each individual leg. And if you can find 3 plays above that threshold that you're playing over on UD and slips, you will remain profitable in the long run. So that's why we like those 3-man uninsured slips. Also, 5-man insured slips, really good bang for your buck on UD. You get a 10 times return. But if you go 4 for 5, you get a 2.5 times return on those slips. So really good value over on UD. And again, if you guys haven't signed up for Underdog Fantasy yet, you can use code DGF for 100% match up to your first $100 deposit. Yeah, Dustin, it looks like those odds on Jalen Warren are just kind of going up and down. Currently 55.1% now. But yeah, man, I don't really see anything else in terms of crazy value. We played all these hitter fantasy scores. We found some value utilizing the middling tool by comparing DFS apps back to DFS apps. Oh, Dustin, do we want to give out one correlation slip for tonight?
Yes, that I would love to do. I think they deserve it because I mean we just didn't have much today, you know.
All right, I'm gonna try to get this hair out real quick. I'm gonna do it off screen because apparently, actually, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah.
All
See, if there's anybody that's the B word you called me earlier, I'm gonna be nice to call it the B word because you don't really deserve it, but it's you. Just want you to know that.
Shut up, bitch. All right, let's bring up the correlation page.
All right. You guys are getting an inside peek at the correlation page. See that total, Teach?
Yeah. Yesterday was I was gonna say I don't think that was tracked correctly yesterday because we had a lot of slips on PrizePicks that hit. All right, so guys, let's take a poll here. Let's take a poll here.
A poll.
What do you guys?
You sound like you said poll.
A poll. Yeah, let's take a poll. Like, let's have a vote.
P-O-L-L.
Not a pool.
Poll.
Yeah, a poll.
Yeah.
P-O-L-L.
I mean, it's just your accent.
Poll.
It's just your accent.
I'm gonna shove a poll up your fucking ass. All right, guys. So we have current slips here, right? So we have two that we can potentially talk about. We got the Browns and the Steelers, or the Saints and the Panthers. So which one would you guys like to see? We'll leave it up to the chat.
Do you want me to put a poll
Let
in
us
here?
know. What's up?
I could drop a poll in here. You know I'm nasty with the YouTube game.
You could drop a poll, actually. I see you can actually do that. I don't know how. So go ahead. Yeah, drop a poll.
I got you. Real quick, too.
Poll up, guys. We're about to drop a poll here. So make sure you vote on the poll. And we'll see. Don't ride the poll. Just vote on the poll. Let's see what we got. Waiting on Dustin to throw us up.
Boom. Oh, wait.
Oh.
There it goes.
I'm already getting some answers here.
Nope. Vote on the real poll.
There we go. Vote on the real poll. There we go. Browns, Pitt, or Saints, Panthers. Straight to the point. I love it. We'll wait till we get. Let's see. How long does this go for? That's my question.
We'll just call it out ourselves.
We'll do 20 votes. We'll see what we get at 20 votes. I mean, there's 57 people in here. I would assume everybody can cast a vote. Saints, Panthers. Kind of mind-boggling. That you guys want the lesser the lesser of the higher what am I looking for? Profit margin.
Yeah.
That kind of confuses me.
Yeah.
But hey, it
is what it is. TJ.
That's between you and God. All right, Saints and Panthers. Dustin, go ahead and open up. Reveal that slip. Ready? Do you want a drum roll? Or did you already do it?
Yes. No. Reveal it. Good.
I don't know if you revealed it. Did you already reveal it?
It's been
Boom!
revealed.
There we go.
Everybody tail it on up.
Yes, Maze, but this is a Underdog stream, so we're not going to give that slip on the Underdog stream. Do you understand that? I think you do. All right, there we go. So, guys, this is the strongest current correlated slip that we have between the Saints and the Panthers over on Underdog. Again, this is a 5-pick non-insured slip, okay? So we're chasing that 20 times. I'm entering this with you guys. I think I've actually already entered it. This is for...
Doable. I'm still with it. So, looks like Bryce Young's been bumped up a yard.
That's fine.
Still feeling good about that, so.
Yep. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get this entered in. We are going to enter in Derek Carr under 0.5 interceptions. We're going to add in Bryce Young over. I can't type, Dustin. I can't type.
Derek Carr under interceptions. Bryce Young over 188.5 pass yards. DJ Chark over 25.5 receiving yards. Excuse me. Miles Sanders over 11.5
You nasty.
receiving yards. Adam Thielen over 2.5 receptions.
Boom. We actually got Miles Sanders at 11.5, not 12.5. And then Thielen, yeah, over. So, guys, what we want here is offense. That's what we're hoping for. And I know we took Bryce Young under fantasy score, but that's okay. This is the strongest correlated slip right now that we have to offer. So, what we're wanting here, Derek Carr, no interceptions, high octane offense, right? If the Saints are going out, playing well, putting a lot of points on the board, that means that Carolina's playing from behind. That means a lot of Bryce Young passing to guys like DJ Chark, Miles Sanders, Adam Thielen, etc. So that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping for the Saints to get a lead. Hopefully that means no throwing for Derek Carr, but in return, we need Carolina to try to play keep up, or catch up, I guess, in this case. Not Hines 57, like legitimately catch up. And play from behind, which means obviously more throwing opportunities for Bryce Young, which will in return mean more opportunities for his receivers to get receptions and get receiving yards. So again, that slip is Derek Carr under 0.5 interceptions, Bryce Young over 188.5 passing yards, DJ Chark over 25.5 receiving yards, Miles Sanders over 11.5 receiving yards, Adam Thielen over 2.5 receptions, and that is going to be a uninsured slip. I locked it in. I'll go ahead and put it in the chat. And guys, that's directly, oh, you already did. Good job. That's directly off of the correlation tool. I don't know what Mays said, but somebody deleted his post. So that
would be me.
Was Mays saying things that he shouldn't have?
Something like that.
Okay. I'll have to have a chat with Mays after this.
Oh, here we go. Look.
Joseph said, need the ParlayPlay slip. Yeah. That's tough, man. You know where to find it. You can go to dgfantasy.com. You can sign up for a correlation subscription. I already entered it. And that shit's banging. I promise you that.
Oh, wow.
All right, Dustin. But outside of that, we just posted a free slip from the correlation tool. There's no more value over on UD. I think we've run them dry. Excited for 2 NFL games for tonight. Doesn't really seem like we have too many questions. Guys, talking Jock Market. Guys, this was just Underdog, so apologies. We're not going to be diving into anything else. Dustin and I might be going live again later in this afternoon, so maybe then we can talk about Jock Market, ParlayPlay, what have you. But for today, or this afternoon, it was just UD, so we appreciate you guys tuning in. Dustin, I need to go get this floss out of my mouth. It's driving me insane.
Yeah. Make sure you just tweet a video of you doing it, so that way you can show everybody that you were trying to show here on the stream. That way they don't miss out. That's going to be it, guys. TJ's got to go handle his business, and that's going to be it. Peace.